Hello, welcome back, Felix here. Today on Storm Clear, although it looks like night time, but I promise you it isn't. It's just the storm. I was recording a video earlier and made a big error, so I had to delete it. The whole video is about two storm systems. I didn't realise the named one actually hits us as well. I thought it was just the one that hits the northern Scotland, but it isn't. So, yeah, so there's two storm systems. The more powerful one hits us, but it splits near Wales, and it either hits us or it hits Scotland and up through there. And then another storm system, a less powerful one, it merges with that, which is why they've named the more powerful one, which is why we're affected, but the weather warnings affect the area where it merges. Also, the entire east coast is under a yellow weather warning, so most of the UK is under a yellow rain warning. A lot of the UK is under a yellow wind warning. So they've already issued all of that. The storm is named, so they are probably going to issue an amber weather warning, because generally the rule is the amber weather warning means named storm, yellow means unsettled weather. Or, actually that's not true. Unsettled weather is just unsettled weather. Red is catastrophic storm. Amber is severe storm that gets named due to the level of its severity. And yellow is extremely unsettled weather. Yeah, since the leaves have started going, I've noticed a lot more branches swaying. Like, I noticed some when we were out today. I noticed some driving round. I noticed some across the road from us on our property, next door's property, in the woods. All the stuff that's been sheltered and protected by the healthy limbs with leaves on them are now exposed to the elements, because obviously the wind can get through to them. And as the leaves are starting to go, we're starting to feel the effects of storms more bigger now, so we're going to have more damage here, even though there's less leaves on the trees, but it's because the dead stuff's being exposed. There's already branches from next door's tree down, and we're only peaking at 30 miles per hour. We got to 55 tomorrow. There's a few down on the shed, and there's a couple down on our property. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting storm. We're going to get about 150 mil of rain over 2 days. Scotland get about 250, which is why they get a weather warning. We get 55 mile per hour winds, they get 45, but they get a weather warning and we don't. That makes zero sense. The storm's quickened its pace quite a lot. It was moving about 5 miles per hour, but when it hits land it'd be moving at about 30, but at the moment it's moving about 5 to 6 miles per hour. So yeah, we get a named storm. Literally the core of it is pretty much about 30 miles away, and they keep upping the wind speed. It was 45 this morning, it's now 55. It goes across to London. Actually the core's probably about 50 miles away, but the storm is one of those storms where the effects are even across the whole storm. So the entirety of the UK will get about 40 mile per hour winds, and closer to it, it's only a bit worse. I've got a lot of exploring to go and do, obviously, for storm and debris and stuff I want to go and explore. It's about to start raining here for the next couple of hours. All the furniture's been packed away. The ferret cage is out, but we'll see if that survives. On our property and directly next to us, there's an ash tree which I'm very concerned about. The top. The top's been concerning me when it had leaves on it, like the middle, but now the middle is fully exposed. I'm really concerned about that. The trees down there of ours, those ones there, see at the top right, some of those branches are dead and swaying. On our right against next door neighbour's garage, there's one which is pinned down by another one, but it's swaying. You can hear it creaking. So I'm going to think that will go. The dying tops of trees here will probably go. Definitely that tree in the middle there will go. Possibly the one next to it. And then just some tops of trees and branches. I'd expect most of the ferns to go. These things were swaying like crazy earlier. So damage to our property, I think it'll just be, like I said, dead stuff. I think most of it will be dead stuff. Ferns will probably come down. They are starting to die for the year, so I think they'll come down. The hedge out the front, which hasn't finished coming down yet, I think that will finish off the cherry tree. There's a good section of it which is dead, and that's now exposed, or nearly will be. I think some of the hedges are at risk because I've seen them move around a lot, and this is a rare direction of wind, and it's actually going, because of where it actually hits to the southeast of us rather than the northwest, so the wind speeds are this is quite a rare bit for us. And yeah, so it's going to cause winds to go west and south, and then obviously back to their usual direction of east and north. That's later in the storm. So across the road there's so many dead trees, so many branches that are weak. They're really struggling. There's one tree which is split in half, but it's still got the half dangling in it, and the top of that one's weak. There's one next to it is dead, the other half split off in units. And then there's another storm. Where'd that one? There's another tree. There's actually a couple of them which are weak as well. So I think we could have quite a bit of damage on our road if winds reach 60, and if they reach 60, I might just issue my own yellow weather warning. I might issue an amber then. I'll issue my own amber weather warning. And my own yellow rain warning, because I haven't done it yet. We really need it. That's a swampy area, so. But it's kind of like, it's isolated areas in our county which are as bad as this. So they aren't going to put the whole lot underneath the weather warning. Bear in mind, it's only like 10 square miles worth of land. No, 100, no, that's too much. It's probably about 10 square miles, 50 square miles. If that, 25, probably about 25 square miles. We've got about 5 square miles here. It's high up, which is pretty badly affected, or will be. So they ain't going to give us a weather warning, because it's not enough land. Because most of our county is pretty low lying, to be fair. Yeah, we've got a higher microburst for risk, so convection current line is extremely active. The hills, I wouldn't call them mountains, but decent height, very tall hills, from mining. Technically they would probably be classed as man-made mountains. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's just screwing up everything, so. Yeah, I would expect a decent amount of damage. I would. The rain is horrific, like, pretty much all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, all day Friday, part of Saturday, so it's rain continuously. So, maybe we'll get a weather warning, but there's 4 days of weather warnings being issued, so, But the worst of it is 7 till 9 tomorrow, wind-wise. I really do think we're going to get some stronger winds than, well, some of them only say we're getting 39, but we're experiencing 30 now. And the storm's nowhere near us, it's like 100, 150, 200 miles away. So, I would say we're definitely at 100%, I would say 50. The Met Office says 45, some of them say 79.9 was the last storm. A lot of 70s recently. I think this one's like 59 or 64. But I've just gone around the middle of the average of all the weather ones I look at, and it's about 55. Give or take 0.5 or 6. The rain warning, everybody seems to be different with the rain forecast. Some are saying this is going to be heavy all day. Some are saying it's patchy. Tomorrow is predominantly patchy. The worst of the rain is Wednesday, when the south side of the storm hits us properly. The north side is the strongest of the winds, the south side is the wettest. And we get both, which is, again, not a very common thing to happen. Although this storm actually does have quite a lot of rain around the whole lot, but by the time we get it, it's like that. And then there's another stuff, like I said, the one that merges over Scotland. Again, this is why I want to move to Scotland, because they're extreme weather. Went down to -2, feel like, last night. Got like down to like 3 degrees. So, it's been very cold all day with this wind. So yeah, personally, I think when the winds for the south, when the winds for the south-east hit, it would be the worst, because it affects our property and at the front, and it's when the strongest of the winds arrive. So our furniture should be okay. It'll just be pretty much vegetation that goes for us. There might be some plant pots flying around, the wheelie bin could fall over. That's about it. Everything else is packed up, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping it's a little bit worse than forecast, like 60, 65. Recently in our county there's been 38 crashes in the last 5 days. That's about 280% higher. No, that's the other one. That's about 10% higher than usual. Of those, 4 have been fatal, which is rare. Life-changing. It wasn't 280%, it was last year, wasn't it? Comparing it. Life-changing, there hasn't been any. There was one in life-changing injury, 4 fatal, 2 life-threatening, and 20 serious injuries. The rest were minor. Collisions which had serious injuries, and it was 20. Collisions that had minor injuries. Yeah, it was all over the place. Overall, there's about 100 people involved in crashes. 1 died on a road near us. Very close to us, actually, on Friday night. And then it was a truck versus car. A car that flipped over by itself, and then a car versus minibus and truck. So 3... truck and car, van and bike, minibus, car and truck, and then car, and then another one was 2 cars, another one was a truck and a car. Trucks have been involved in a lot, which is probably why there's so many deaths. I think in our area there's been 6 crashes in the 5-mile area in the last 5 days. In the 20-mile area, 15-mile area, there's been around 20 crashes. We really had a hot spot. About 5 miles away, that dual carriageway and the A road, there's a crash every day on it either. The busiest day there were 4 crashes in about a 5-mile section. When the last stormy weather hit Thursday night, it killed, in that whole system, it killed 7 in our county. 1 for a fatal road traffic collision. Not in our county, in the whole system, sorry. And I think it's actually overall about 5 from traffic collisions, and 1 from drowning, and 1 from getting hit by some debris. Yeah. But anyway, I think that tree down there is going to experience a lot of damage because of the direction change, because it's just not used to it. So we'll see how the storm goes. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.